Hello and welcome to a brand new week. I'm experimenting with no intro at the beginning of these. Let me know what you think. It's a week that I'm starting off very late into Wednesday, and I'll tell you why, because I've been a very, very busy boy. I'll start from yesterday, since that's when I streamed. I streamed my first impressions of Genshin Impact, played the first 3 hours or so, and to be honest, I kind of like it. Most of my time was talking with the townsfolk and getting myself immersed in the story and the lore. But the combat and the other aspects of it have been fun too. I know characters who I dislike, and I really like Lisa, and the combat is quite intuitive and a lot of fun, despite being a Breath of the Wild clone. I haven't spent any money on it, though I have done one pull, and I've got Noelle. No, not Santa Claus, just Noelle with like an extra LE at the end. And I think I might play a little more today if I'm not busy with editing. That's another thing I've been busy with. I'm working on residual video editing commissions that have already been paid for, and also that big one for a YouTuber with 250,000 subscribers. On top of those things and editing my own content and coming up with ideas for bigger projects for TikTok and Instagram Reels and YouTube and stuff like that, I've just been very, very busy. But it's the good kind of busy that's productive. Hopefully you've had something like that too this week. What else happened today? I got back into Ring Fit after a few days without doing it, and man, let me tell you, it kicked my butt hard. I was sweatier than usual. I was out of breath earlier than usual. I gotta think of a way to incorporate Ring Fit, if not every day, at least every other day. I've been slowly getting out of it, and I don't want that, so I'm gonna think that over. I am ending the day with some cake though, so y'all jealous? That's the good stuff. By the way, one more quick thing. I've been setting up my glimish.tv account, so at glimish.tv/beastfighter1. It's a streaming website that has very little latency, less so than Twitch, and everybody on the platform can set up a subscribe button so that you can get paid. I don't know the future of this streaming site per se, but I am going to give it a shot when it launches next week. So that's March 2nd, that's a Tuesday at 11 a.m. EST. So if you want to help your boy out and test out a new streaming platform, then go to glimish.tv/beastfighter1, link in the description. Let's make stuff happen.
Good afternoon and welcome to Thursday. I use afternoon because it's the point at which it's still morning but not quite yet afternoon, but close enough to the afternoon that you could consider it afternoon but not really. What? I just feel silly today. I'm curious to know right now if you notice the quality bump in my voice because I'm using a different app to record this video. It's called Dolby On. This video isn't sponsored, by the way. It's just a cool app I found that happens to make your voice sound good. And if you're a musician who records, let's say, guitar and vocals from your phone, then this app could be beneficial for you. This app not only lets you record audio, but also video as well. So what happens is after you record a piece of audio, you can then afterwards go into the options for that audio and tweak some parameters to make it sound fantastic. They've got different EQ profiles, fantastic noise reduction, and in general, it just makes your recording sound more full of life. I know this is boring for some people, so I won't talk about it much longer, but just know that it's great sometimes. Whenever there's the furnace running over here, there are times where you can clearly hear it, and in post, I have to put on some noise reduction to get rid of it, but that also degrades the sound quality. And what I'm hoping is that when the furnace does kick in, the noise reduction on this does a better job at this than Premiere does. We'll see, who knows? It's currently off right now, but could you be able to tell the difference? One downside to the app is that you have to export the video every time you finish recording, but that might be a small price to pay because right now my dad's running on the treadmill, and I want to see how good the noise reduction actually is on this thing, because if it's able to drown it out completely or at least make it, not noticeable, then this app is a winner. I'll tell you something else that happened. I was recently working on a new OBS effect, which is supposed to troll my Twitch viewers.
Twitch.tv/beastfighter1.
What happens is when I press a button, my whole OBS feed will freeze, and then a buffering sign will come up. And then after a few seconds of that buffering, the Twitch streamer offline or the disconnect problem screen will pop up for 5 seconds. And then once that finishes, it switches to the webcam zoom screen where I say, "Gotcha, haha, you've been trolled, haha, who got trolled?" And then we all move on with our lives. The tutorial and resources were provided by this YouTuber named Andy Lippy. He does not only fantastic videos on OBS, but Leorin Board and Touch Portal, which are fantastic alternatives to the Stream Deck from Elgato. Some would argue even more powerful. Go check him out, he's awesome. He basically does tutorials every single day. I've still got my Stream Deck over here, which is what I use to trigger these effects. And in combination with this program called Noob's Commander from a streamer named Nutty, my stream production quality is gonna go through the roof. Okay, time to work. Hello, it's Friday, and holy crap,
it's another eventful day. And by event, I mean the Pokemon Presents event, of course. We got three, technically, new Pokemon games coming to Switch late this year and then early next year. So first off, they showed this montage of the history of Pokemon, and I feel like it went on a little bit too long, but that's only because they showed off almost everything in Pokemon's history. And then we got some new information about Pokemon Snap, the characters, more of the Pokemon involved in there. Looks like a fun time. It's probably going to be fairly short too, but that's to be expected from Pokemon Snap. And then the big boy, the Diamond and Pearl remake, Sinnoh is back, baby. Pokemon Pearl was actually my first Pokemon game, so I was pretty excited myself. They're called Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Doesn't really roll right off the tongue per se, but hey, it's a new subtitle to an old game, so they gotta come up with something. And rather than go the route of pixel art from, let's say, Ruby and Sapphire to Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire with the full-on 3D environment, they went a little more traditional. It's still the isometric angle of Diamond and Pearl, but with a more chibi art style. Think Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening remake, but Pokemon. People looked at this art style and thought it was lazy of the Pokemon companies to do this, but honestly, I think it's a pretty good idea. Hear me out, don't bring out your pitchforks just yet. Going the full art style to 3D conversion, rather than going from pixel art like in Ruby and Sapphire to the full-on 3D roaming art style of Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, this seems more familiar to me. I feel like people with nostalgia for these games remember Diamond and Pearl that specific way, and sticking with that art style while also keeping everything familiar is probably the right move here. I don't know if that makes sense. I spent multiple takes trying to explain myself, but if it doesn't, then I just say, I like it. And then the big game, the brand new Pokemon spin-off game, Pokemon Legends Arceus. Basically, you take Breath of the Wild, and you take the open world of Pokemon Sword and Shield, mix that together, you got Pokemon Legends. You basically roam around, sneak through the tall grass, and catch Pokemon without even having to battle them. It's like Pokemon Go, where you don't have to fight the Pokemon to catch them, but you don't have to go into battle either. The Pokeballs have this old style wooden look, and they actually have like a latch, like a lock on the Pokeball. And we saw a cool CGI Arceus in the trailer, and that was pretty neat. But as for the game itself, like with most Switch games that don't use anti-aliasing, it looked kind of crusty. And the frame rate, my god, the frame rate looked like it was going at 20 frames per second sometimes. Pokemon in the overworld looked like they were animating at what looked like 5 frames a second. And while the new battle animations and dynamic camera are cool, I don't think that's enough to justify me being excited for the game. And someone pointed out on Twitter that they used the same shot from Breath of the Wild, the camera that goes over the shoulder and out into the open world. Does it have my attention? Sure. Am I excited enough to pre-order it and buy it on the day of release? Not quite, but it is releasing in early 2022, so hopefully we get a lot of information until then. And that was pretty much the Pokemon Presents. Excited for the remakes, not quite sold on the Legends thing. Pokemon Snap, I might get. How about you guys? What's your opinion on the Pokemon Direct? Leave a comment. Also, while you're there, please leave a like, thank you. I have a quick confession to make. I like Genshin Impact. I've been playing it a lot, and for whatever reason, it has pulled me in, and I've been playing it a lot. I did 2 stream days worth of it. 2 stream days. And I usually don't play the same game 2 streams in a row. That probably won't happen again, but maybe one day should be devoted to Genshin. I don't know. I want to enjoy the game on my spare time too, because in my situation, I have a hard time deciding what games I want to play for a video and what games I want to play on stream. If you're a gaming content creator, you'll know this. Why can't I just do both? I don't know. I'm just relaxing with some tea because I just had a rehearsal with my university friends because we're forming a little bit of our own a cappella group. There's an arrangement made by our members that we didn't get to practice last year, so we're doing it this year with the people who aren't in Rhinamics anymore, including me. That's been a lot of fun. I loved seeing their faces again. Also, I ate pizza. Jealous? Probably not. Okay, I'm gonna do some work and then maybe play some Genshin, and then tomorrow, Dragon Ball time. Also, happy birthday, friend! Have a good one! It's the end of the week, and aside from stream today, nothing much happened. The Pokemon 25th anniversary concert happened with Post Malone. It was fun seeing him walking around the stage and flying through all these lands with Pokemon in them. Though I wish there was stage direction where he could have like waved hi to the Pokemon that were flying by, or at least, pointed to them in the sky. So I hope you guys had an amazing week. Again, let me know if the audio quality of this app is any better. If not, I'll just switch it back. And thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, like, comment, share with a friend, consider subscribing, hit the bell down there to become notified, or click some videos over here to keep watching. Subscribe right down there. And as always, fight the peace, my friends. Stay awesome. Have a great day. See y'all next time. Goodbye.